Hello and welcome to an so awesome review. And today we're looking at the World of Halo scale Master Chief from Halo 5 with Assault Rifle. So another Halo wave, another Master Chief, but at least this time it is a Halo 5 Master Chief, so it's not another Infinite Chief, which I'm happy about. We're getting more into different armors. Wave 5, or Series 5, is supposed to have the Halo 2 Chief, which I really want in this scale anyway, but we have this one here now, and I'm actually really happy. I was wondering if we were going to be getting a figure based on Halo 5 or even Halo 4 Chief, which differences are very minor, if any, but I believe there are some. I wasn't super expecting it, and you know, we have an announcement of this, or this came out anyways, but we have the pre-orders for the Spartan Collection version of this figure, which is awesome. So it's nice to see that they're giving some love to that armor, because love it or hate it, it is part of the Halo universe. And the armor itself has grown on me over time. I don't like the explanation that they gave us for the change in the armor between 3 and 4, which was just one of the team members saying nanomachines, which have never been mentioned in the series ever. And it was just him in an interview saying it. It wasn't even in canon. So, yeah, it just, I don't know. That just kind of blows my mind that that's how they kind of shrugged that off. There definitely could have been a better way to do this. I've mentioned it before. It would have been just as easy of him having the Halo 3 armor in the beginning of the game, it being damaged, and when the Infinity shows up, him getting new armor. There, I fixed your problem. You could have just done it like that. But anyways, we're looking at the figure today, which looks really good. The armor, paint-wise, looks amazing, aside from one issue I have, which I'll get into in a second. But for the most part, the greens and grays throughout the figure look really good. Again, a little bit plasticky, but it is an action figure. The visor on the helmet looks alright. It does have that duller look like Spartan Buck did, where it's more matted than shiny like the older Chiefs. That's my only complaint there, especially since we've been getting like the nice silver with some of the Covenant figures. You would think we would be getting the nice shiny visor with this guy, but no, guess they just didn't want to. Something I'll probably just touch up later with some paint anyway, but it would have been nice to have there. Other than that, the figure, again, looks really good throughout the body. Love it. This armor is always so more, I guess, detailed. There's so much going on with it. It's definitely different. When I first saw it, I thought, well, that looks really cheap. That looks really dumb. But again, the more I've, played those games and seen this armor and everything, the more I like it. It's not bad. I do prefer the Infinite armor over this, but, I don't hate it. So anyways, here we have his assault rifle, which looks really good. It's definitely the appropriate one. It's the same style if you had gotten the Mattel Halo 5 Chief. Same exact style, same exact paint job. Looks really good. Can plug into his back right there, just like the other ones. So, love that he came with that. And my issue with the figure is his fingers, his hands. There should be black mixed in there with the green. This looks really, really toyish because of the fact that it's just one color. It is green. His gloves are green in the game. I did look it up to like double check and everything, but there is definitely some black mixed in there in certain areas, which would have helped them stand out. I know it's a super small part to paint and everything, but I mean, you guys got the arms and everything like that done and painted, so having the black in there would have been nice. Something I'll probably again add later. And yeah, so anyways, let's I guess just get into it here with his articulation, which is actually not bad at all. Let's lock in the focus here. So anyways, head can move up that much, can move down that much, he can look left and right, and you can see when he looks left and right, if you have it at an upward angle, there is at least a pivot. It's an upward pivot. You move it down a little bit and he gets a lower pivot, so he technically kind of has a pivot, but not really in the traditional sense, but it's there, so that's better than nothing. I do like that. Arm can go out that much, which is a little bit higher than regular, but not too much. Rotation all the way around. It does have rotation at the elbow, single jointed elbow, it does 90. Again, rotation at the wrist and those wrong hinges. I'm not expecting anything different in this wave. Maybe in the next one, hopefully, we'll see. Abdomen kind of rotation, not really moving any back and forward. Again, it's really limited, and even his waist swivel is unfortunately limited because of this crotch guard where he has right here. It does kind of stop him from rotating left and right fully. And the only issue I have with that is if I want to do the mod, I do with my other figures, which I can do with these smaller figures, but if I want to do with him, it's a little bit more difficult because there is green in the armor here. Do I have any of those figures to show? Maybe somewhere around here. Yeah, in a second. I'll show that in a second. Anyways, leg can go up. Can't really go back. Can go outward that much. This does get just a little bit in the way. Rotation right there. This time it's an actual cut. It's not that just shift, but an actual cut. Does have double jointed knees right there. And he does have that forward, back, and ankle pivot. So overall, not bad for Master Chief. You know, you would think that, okay, he's Master Chief, you want him to have the best articulation possible because he is your lead character, no matter what armor he's wearing. And yeah, that's some really good posing ability right there. I do love it. Really good. Really like this figure. I'm happy about it because it's just an armor I wasn't expecting us to get. I don't know how far this line will go. I don't know how long it will survive, but I'm hoping a very, very long time because this is what I love to see here. Some diversity in the armor, some, you know, deeper stuff that isn't just Infinite. You know, they've been spreading out into just Combat Evolved. We've got the Halo 3 Warthog, we got Spartan Buck, and now we have this Halo 5 Chief. Absolutely love it. Here he is next to the Caboose figure I did, but to make this a little bit a better comparison, here he is next to the metallic Infinite Master Chief right there. So you can see Infinite Chief is taller than Halo 5 Chief. They should be the same height. Honestly, it shouldn't be different, but it is where it is. I'm okay with it. Don't really have a problem. You can see the differences here. You know, I do prefer the classic look, but I don't have a problem with this one. And if they want to release this one, I was going to say with the same look as that, I wouldn't complain. Though I feel like for him, a matted look would look so good because his armor did have that kind of matted thing going on in the game. It wasn't as shiny as the original ones. And what I was talking about earlier is, you know, the waist mods I do on the bigger figures. You can do it on these figures so you can get a lot more movement. I'm going to try and figure out, see how I can do it for him if it's possible. And if it is, you know, maybe I'll do a video on that later, modding some more Halo figures. But yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. Again, two good-looking Chiefs. I guess his visor isn't too different from his. But this is the metallic one. When you put it next to the other one that I painted, I don't remember which one this was. It doesn't have the arm thing. It could have been one of the ones that came with the Warthog, probably, because I did buy a couple. But you can see his visor is shinier than his. His might be closer to the right color, but I do like the shiny paint on there. But anyways, let's do a couple more size comparisons here. We'll go on with an Elite, so you guys can see how that looks. We'll do a Joy Toy next. You can see how that looks right there. Not bad. We'll do a G.I. Joe right here. Again, pretty good. We have a Marine from Halo, which we'll have another one in the next video. I unfortunately didn't get many Marines. I think Wave 2, I didn't pick up almost anything of, because I didn't ever really see it. So maybe I'll have to like track some of those down on eBay. But yeah, here he is next to a Brute. And then we're going to just zoom out a little bit so that we can fit the Skirmisher in front of him. Whoa. Again, Skirmisher still doesn't like to stand unless he is like completely level somewhere. Spartan Buck. And right there in the back left, Atriox. Not the best little way to show this here, but yeah, nice to see these two together because they are from basically the same game. And yeah, it's cool to see, again, this collection growing and growing. So that is my review for the Halo 5 Master Chief. Great figure, whether you like the armor or not. Again, it is part of the history of the game, and it's grown on me a lot. I like it. I'm glad we have it. It's just nice to see the diversity in this series, in the fact that they're not just sticking with Infinite, because they would have ran out. They would have ran out of things to do eventually. But yeah, I'm glad this is here. You know, that last level in Halo 4 is one of my favorites. So to have a figure that kind of represents more or less that look, it's nice. It's good to have. The only thing I will say about it is he doesn't have the cracked visor from Halo 5, which is why I kind of wish he had just called it Halo 4. Again, I think Halo 4 might be a little bit different in the thighs. I'm not 100% sure on that. Any differences might be very, very minor, but again, if you want to do a Halo 5, but I'm sure it's going to come eventually, a battle damage version of him with some just deco and a cracked visor. I'm sure it's coming at some point, but anyways, that is my review for the World of Halo Scale Master Chief action figure. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time doing the Marine next. So your next army builder, I need to get more of those, definitely. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Goodbye.